Okay, 2006 Toyota Prius. I believe every Prius from '04 till '09 has the same parts, pretty much. I'm changing the, I guess, inverter coolant pump. So this is the part number right here. G902047031 from Toyota. And it's funny because I pulled it out of the box. It doesn't say Toyota anywhere on this thing. You would think Toyota just plasters their name on everything they could, not even Denso or nothing. I hope it's a Toyota part. I did get it at the Toyota dealership. And shop around, go to different Toyota dealerships, because one dealership by my house here, San Diego, they wanted $172 for it. And another one down about 15, 20 miles away, and they wouldn't budge. They went down, and then I went to pick it up, and the guy wasn't there to give me the $150 price. Ended up, the guy there didn't lower the price, so he asked me for the full price, and I shopped around. From there, I called another Toyota dealer, and they told me $172 as well. And I asked them if they can, if there was any, can they budge on the price? Because, trying to save some money here. And the guy says, yeah, he'll bring it down. He gave it to me for $139. Toyota part, genuine Toyota part, for $139. So I raced down there. I wouldn't mind paying a little gas to get there. I mean, I know gas prices are real high right now, but that's and it saves some money there. Here I got, I guess, a 10 millimeter. I mean, I could probably change the socket to something different. And you need this little rivet, this little puller here for the parts to take things off. I'm gonna try to take it out through the headlight. I'm trying to avoid having to take this off or undo the one bolt. I just don't want to wiggle it around and cause it to. Just don't want to mess with it. So I remember changing the light bulb one time. I took the headlight off, and some people say take the whole bumper off. And I remember being able to take this light off, and I could see the thing right there. I mean, I could just grab it. So instead of haggling with this, I'm going to, because you need really small hands to get in there to undo the thing in there. It's inside, way down in there. It's down in there. Anyways, my hands are big. I have big, giant hands, and they don't fit down there. Could make a joke right now about big hands, but anyways, if I had small hands, maybe it's easier, but I didn't want to deal with it. So I remember taking the light out to change the light bulb, which is not that hard to do either. Looked like I had complete access. So I'll show you as we go. So right now I'm going to focus on taking off these here, because I need to get to a bolt that's underneath here, so to get the light out. So to take off this guy, then there's like another 10 millimeter. It's right in here, and inside here, this little spot here. If I look in there, you'll see it. There's like a 10 millimeter. You undo that, so you can pull this off right here. Pull this out, it'll snap out. After you do that, it'll snap out, and you can get to this bolt here. And then from doing that bolt, you can pull this whole, and there's another bolt here, then this whole thing will come out. But I'll show you the stages. Right now I'm going to take this off. So I'm going to pop these little thingamajigs here. Okay, I got the cover off. Set it over to the side over here. This was right here like this. And it just popped right out. It goes underneath there like that. So once I took all the little rivets off, I'll just pop them back on. Look, it just lifts right up. And I'll just put it over here, out of the way for now. And there it is. That's in there. It's way over there. Anyways, I didn't want to mess with this thing. So, not something I really want to mess around with. I know it's put this up on a 2x4 and all that, but my hands have a hard time fitting in there. It's just too small. I've done it before on my son's car. So we'll try it again. Alright, gotta take this guy off. One-handed, people, one-handed. So if I can lift this up, there. That's all I need to do is get to that screw right there. That's it, just that screw. By lifting this up, I get to that screw right there. See it? Right there. So that's all I need to do to start with this. But I do need to pull on this next, so I got to get to the 10 millimeter here. I don't know if you see it, but it's right there. This guy right there. See it? My finger's touching it. Right there. So I'm trying to do that one-handed here. It's really simple. Yeah, that's the only one I gotta get. Now I can pull this whole thing out like this. It just pops out. See it? Okay, sorry, I didn't. Let me pop it back in so you can see what I mean. See, after I pull that screw out, just pull this, it just pops out, just like that. Just remember this thing, when it goes back in, that screw, that hole goes back in there, so you can fit that in there. So that's out now. Okay, I'll put the screw back right here, just kind of keep it out of the way. Okay. Gotta get this guy here. I mean, you can use this technique to change the light bulb too. Use this little way of doing it. I gotta get that one. I'll be right back. Okay, I just did this here. I pulled it up, and look at how nice and free it gets, you know. But there's one more screw here. There's this one here, right here. See how the whole thing moved forward now? So I can get this screw. That's the only one. There's like other screws here. Don't get those. That one, you don't need that one. You don't need this one. You just need, I believe it's that one right there. This one. Let me correct myself here. Wasn't this one? Any of these? No. Do not do none of these top ones. It's this bottom one. This one and this dark one here. That one's the one we got to take off. Okay. Now it's all loose now. It should pop right out. Just wiggle it around. It kind of grabs a little bit here. There's like little things in there that hooked in there. So you just kind of have to handle it a little bit. I'm gonna have to put the camera down because I need two hands. I'm by myself here. Okay, folks. I wiggled it out. You got to remember, these little things, they go inside. There's some slots that they slide in, so be careful how they go in and out. It's not too hard. Was able to get it out. Wiggled it out a little bit here and there. Try not to scratch your paint. You can just unplug the light bulb to completely leave. I think there's like to leave you this free, but there's the part right there. There it is. Look at all the room you have now. You don't have to dig and get into anything. If you want to change your light bulb, go ahead and do it too. But I'm going to disconnect it. It's just a bunch of these little plugs in the back, and then they all fit in their own spot. You can't accidentally put one in the wrong one. So just a bunch of little snaps, that's all. Need two hands, so I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There's the part right here. Look at my hands. They fit. They're happy in there. I only took 3 of these off. There's 5. I took 1, 2, 3 and just kind of laid it over. I don't need to move the light anywhere else, so I just kind of left these. Just have to find the little spot to pinch. You push down there and it pulls out. That's for 1. And this one too. You just press right there, and it's kind of tight, but you can push it. As long as you can push it. And the third one, you have to press the one side and then pulls right out. So they're not hard to do. It's a little bit of work, but it's not tough. Anyone can do this. Anyways, I'm gonna take this off now. So I'm not gonna undo the hoses in here because I don't want water everywhere. I want to pinch these hoses real close to eliminate too much air getting in. What I want to do is probably put some fluid in there before I put the last hose on. So what I'm going to do is just take the 2 screws out, which is that one and that one back there. There's one back there too, see it? Which is these 2. That one and that one. That's all there is, 2 of those bolts. And then unplug the, so when we're done, I'll show you what to do next. Just squeeze there and pull up. Squeeze right there and pull up. See, sometimes you need this little guy here to help you. It's already started, I believe, but oh no, it's not. I can see that. You can see the little thing in there. I need 2 hands. Be right back. Yeah, I need 2 hands. I need to pull tight, but do not pull on the wire. Never pull on the wire, because then you don't want to be soldering this back together. Okay, so there, pulled out. It's only them 2. That little thing there. So, okay, I'm going to get those screws out now. I believe they're 10 millimeters. Looks like a deep socket there. But it's just a lot easier than having to reach in here to do all this. Then the thing doesn't really fit out through here. You have to really lift. You have to really lift all this up to get it to fit. I remember doing it before, and it was kind of tight. And I said, you know what? Taking this headlight off makes it sure a lot nicer. Okay, here's what I did. I get this guy. Make sure it's on the reverse. Put it in there. I kind of slipped it in there. Look at how it fits perfectly in there. Yeah, that one's out. That was pretty simple. Just don't lose the nut. It's good to have a magnetized little thing to catch the nuts in case you drop a nut. Okay, put it up here. See if I can reach the other one now. It's way over there. I think I need an extension for the extension. I'll be right back. Okay, here's what I did. Just put it in like that. That's it. Now this is when it's a good idea to get one of these things. It's got little magnets, like $2. They're really helpful, I tell you. They're really helpful. So it's a little telescopic. So I'm gonna, because the little screw kind of, my hands don't fit too well in there. See it right there? There it is, got the screw. Didn't lose it. Hate to chase it underneath the car, you know. There it is. Alright, can't believe that this is aluminum. Look, it doesn't stick. With the fenders, it'll stick. See, it'll stick to the fender. But it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick to the hood. Look at the hood. I can't believe this. I did good here, man. That's aluminum's good. I like aluminum. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh shoot, I have to take that other thing off now too. Oh, there's another little piece over there. Yeah, this thing's supposed to be easy. Let's see here. If I lift this up, will it give me a chance? At least a chance in hell. Why did they put that screw downwards? Jeez. Tell me I have to loosen that up now. Well, if I have to loosen it up, I gotta loosen it up. I think I gotta do it from this side. loosening it with this, that one screw there. I'll see if I can touch it with this. That screw there. That one. Loosening that bracket. Probably let you flex it a little bit by getting that one off. Another 10 millimeter. It's been a couple years since I did one of these, so it's kind of a little bit, you don't remember everything you do. Well, I had to get in like this and loosen it this way. Still got to get my hands in there, but still. That's just how it is sometimes. It's not always a breeze. Alright, see what we do here. See how it pops up right there? There, that pops up. Popped it up. Now I get this one out. It's just a lot easier this way, folks. And there's a cable for the hood release. So if you ever have to change the cable, there's one way of catching it right here. Taking off this, in case your hood release, problems with it. Is that on top? Yeah, that was on top, so okay. Well, anyways, we got these two hoses here. I'm going to clamp them. Make sure the bottom one's for the bottom and the top one's for the top. So I'm going to put the clamps on and show you how to do that. I got this kit of hose clamps right here from Harbor Freight. I don't know if it's like $7 or $12, but just two of these is all I need right now. But it comes with a different sizes, bigger hoses, smaller hoses, tiny little hoses like that. You know, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to use these two right here so I don't lose all the fluid and have to fill up so much. So I'll just put this on here real close, hand tighten it, and it'll pinch it. I'll just do it to both sides, minimize the air. Maybe I don't have to bleed it so much. We'll see. Let me put these on real quick. It's real simple. Screw these out. Just kind of scroll it up. One-handed, guys. One-handed. You can do one-handed. You can do it two-handed easier. So you just kind of loop it around and just tighten it. Start tightening it so it pinches it so the fluid don't come out. Do this one first. I'll have to do them both because if I do one and take a hose off, it'll probably drain the other way coming out. So I want to put both of them on at the same time. Okay. So it'll look kind of like this. I'm pinching it just right on top of this at the turn. I don't want to break the plastic. Of course, this is a bad one. This rubber is pretty resilient. They're pretty strong here. It doesn't cut it or nothing. I'll be back to show you how the one is done. I took the clamp off again, but I wanted to show you something. I wanted to move this out of the way first. This little sleeve moves back. I slid it back. It moves. It just glides around. It was up to there. You can see the mark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up and out of the way so it's not in the way of the clamp. So there. See how now it's there. It's not leaking. It's not going to leak because there's no pressure in it right now. So I'm going to use the other one too. Might as well move it too as well. Anyone can do it. These cars are amazing. So I just moved it back. That's freehand, one-handed, you know. Put the clamp back on. Use two hands because this is taking too long. It's going to get dark here. Alright, these things have been stuck for about 15, 16 years. I don't know. This is an 06. So it's been stuck for a while. So you got to get the pliers and kind of break the seat. So they'll just pull right out. If you break the seat, see, I already broke the seat because I need two hands, but as long as they twist a little bit, then they'll start pulling out. Okay? Alright. Alright, there you go. I just took them apart. Here's the old one. I took the old one off. There's the old one. It's out. Has the same letters on the side, just like Toyota. I guess that's a Toyota. They don't say Toyota anywhere. So, what I'm going to do is, I want to put a little bit of fluid inside of there. Only because I don't want it to, too much air. I want to see what happens. You save it. You have to look at the little reservoir, which is when it's running. You open that little reservoir, this guy here. You look inside and you see the fluid. As long as it's twirling around in there, even though the car's off, I believe the pump's working fine. I didn't see it twirling around when I got the check engine light, and it did give me the code. What was it? P0A93 or something like that. But I'm gonna put a little bit, try to get some in there. Maybe I'll put it in a cup and put it in there because it's kind of too bulky to put this in there with the whole gallon. Okay, I put a new light on my headlamp, new batteries, I mean. Anyways, here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some of this on there. Hold on. Okay, here we go. See if I can videotape this. Let's put a little bit in there. I'm not gonna take much. There it is. Okay. Put it in there. And now I'm going to just put the top on and see what happens. Okay. Alright. Okay, I popped it on. I'm sure a little air got in, but we'll see. If I have to bleed it, I guess we have to bleed it from there. Yeah, pretty sure that's why you have to bleed it, this guy right here. You just put a little hose from there to there. As the air is coming out, put a clear hose. That's what I bought right here. Put a clear hose on there. Pop it on there. Then you loosen it with a 10 millimeter, and you have it, and you can see it going in there. You can see it going into there. So you're not dropping it all over the floor to bleed it. So it's recycling. As bubbles come out, fluid comes out. So just something to try out. All right. Here we go. Sorry if it's not that clear, but try to get it clear. I'm going to take these off. They're not leaking because there's no pressure. So these are neat because you can just swing it around, take it off, just like that. And this one too, just loosen it. One-handed for you folks, just to share some of this knowledge. Easy fix. If I had two hands, I'd have it already put back together, but picking up the camera, putting it down. I'm done with these. Get them out of the way. Now, gotta put the clamps back on. So, get the pliers and just grab it there. You can get it with needle nose if you want. See, try what the needle nose is. Right here. I don't know, maybe the other ones will be better. Kind of get them sideways as I'm going down. There, see? Make them happy again. Kind of squish them a little because that way they find their place. I should have done this one first, but anyways, it's coming. It'll come. It'll come. Got there. I'm sorry if I didn't focus the camera on there right, but I just slid it over. Put it to where I can get it again next time. Maybe I should move this one around. In case you don't want to take off the light bulb, you can at least get it from the top, not like having to get over there. Okay, so still want to squish it again. Alright. Just want to make sure it's not going to leak. As long as there's a lip right there, see? As long as the clamp is on the back side of that lip, pressure can't push it off. Okay, so that's all done. Now I want to slide this little sleeve back in. Where it was, you can see it was on the elbow like that. This other sleeve, it just kind of stays there. So, let's see, let's go back now, folks. We'll go under, over and under. That goes on top, that goes on, that's there. Now this other guy has to go up above and back down because it's on top. I don't know if you see that. It's a tight little bastard. There it is. Popped it in there. There, it's on there. See it? Now, before I tighten those bolts, I should put that one in the side so I can adjust it right here, this one here, for that clamp. I gotta put that on now. It's that long one. Oh, put it right here. That's right. Put it right here because it's a special one. So, let me do it two-handed. So. Okay, my battery's starting to die, folks. Well, anyways, remember when we put this on, we gotta just put the screws back on. Those two screws. Okay, those two screws. I tighten that bracket. Then we go put these, get the headlights back on, and that's it. Remember this has to go on. I'm gonna put this back on the charger for a minute. At 15%. Jeez.